You know, the WNBA is running an ad right now about, I think, the physicality of the league. And at some point, we just gotta ask the question: is this what Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA wanted? Is this what they wanted?
The NBA commissioner isn't watching the game. He's watching the crisis unraveling off the court. And if Kathy Engelbert isn't already concerned, she should be. Because the biggest scandal in WNBA history may have less to do with fouls and free throws and everything to do with a leadership vacuum. Caitlin Clark has become the center of this storm, and ironically, it's Adam Silver who seems to grasp her significance better than Engelbert ever has, a reality that should deeply worry the league. The WNBA's latest statement was so out of touch that it sparked backlash not just from fans and players, but from insiders too, all asking the same question: who's really in charge here? Engelbert is under fire, and this time, it's not just noise from social media.
Is all this drama, all this, I mean, I understand it's good for ratings. Maybe the commissioner's sitting back and she's secretly smiling about this or whatnot, but you're still targeting the fan base that's funding this whole thing in the Indiana Fever.
It all began during an Indiana Fever game where Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double, drawing over 2 million viewers and building serious momentum. Then came the noise, and not just figuratively. A viral post suddenly claimed that Fever fans had made monkey sounds at Angel Reese. Yes, monkey sounds in 2025. In a modern arena packed with thousands of smartphones capturing every moment, it sounded outrageous because it was.
And the WNBA is in a very, very concerning place because they're dealing with new fans that have come into their league that want to support a particular team, but now you are letting the mob dictate what it is you're going to look into. Now, these quote-unquote monkey noises, as whoever tried to claim, is actually the laugh of this guy.
Turns out, the so-called evidence wasn't from the game at all. It was audio ripped from a YouTuber named Flight Reacts. His laugh, just a laugh, was clipped and repackaged into a baseless racism accusation. And yet, the WNBA didn't pause to verify. They jumped straight into crisis mode. A public statement was issued condemning hate and promising an investigation into what was essentially a hoax. That's not leadership, that's panic. And it was Kathy Engelbert holding the match. People who actually attended the game spoke up: parents, kids, longtime reporters, even seasoned ticket holders. They weren't just confused by the claim, they were deeply offended. This wasn't some hostile crowd. It was families, young girls cheering for their heroes, fans finally believing in the WNBA again. And the league responded by treating them like suspects. Meanwhile, the account that made the accusation locked down. No evidence they were even in the building. No video, no audio, just a tweet. That's all it took for the WNBA to cast doubt on the very community keeping the league afloat. Because make no mistake, those Fever fans are the reason the lights are still on.
Right here, I asked the WNBA if they had a comment on Angel Reese's racist post on TikTok about Caitlin Clark. The league had no comment.
Adam Silver isn't tweeting, he's observing. And according to insiders, he's not impressed. While Kathy Engelbert chases ghost stories and reacts to hoaxes, real threats are being ignored. Disturbing images surfaced showing gun targets, superimposed on Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hull, and Sophie Cunningham, literal bullseyes. Yet the league has stayed silent. No statement, no outrage, not even a whisper. In a moment that
This is a dangerous slope for the WNBA, and they better make sure they start investigating these other folks, because you got people out there. I saw something earlier, I wish I still had it up, where somebody had literally drawn a bullseye like a target on Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, and Caitlin Clark. A target, like a gun target. I want you to think about that a minute. Keep your receipts for insane hatred, racism. The WNBA is about to destroy itself if it continues down this road.
Adam Silver earned his reputation by staying calm in chaos, navigating activism, player safety, and business with balance, without fracturing the NBA. Now, he's watching Kathy Engelbert unravel the WNBA's greatest opportunity over a piece of internet fiction, and every league owner is taking notice. Let's talk numbers. That Indiana Fever game drew over 3 million viewers. Without Caitlin Clark, that figure plummets maybe to 400,000. Her fan base now accounts for more than 70% of the league's total viewership. So why is the commissioner turning a spotlight on them? Imagine a CEO launching an investigation into 70% of their customer base because of a rumor from a locked social media account. That's not just poor judgment, it's self-sabotage.
Are you going to start seeing more empty seats even at Caitlin Clark games? Because I can tell you this, just from what I can gauge, a lot of Fever fans are already sort of fed up.
Then LeBron James did what any seasoned player might do. He congratulated Caitlin Clark on her triple-double. Just one tweet, a quick nod, triple-dub, CC, great start to the season. And suddenly, chaos. That simple gesture.
So, LeBron James is under attack himself now because he decided to shout out Caitlin Clark for her performance. There he is right here, triple-dub CC. Great way to kick off the season. Oh, that was the wrong thing to do. Because the Angel Reese fans decided to come after LeBron.
Clark's critics swarmed LeBron James like sharks in bloodied water. They accused him of pandering to white fans, called him weak, and even questioned his blackness. Let that sink in. The same LeBron who has spent over a decade at the forefront of racial justice, now under fire simply for congratulating a player. This is the environment Cathy Engelbert has allowed to fester, one where praising an athlete becomes a political act, where a simple compliment is twisted into betrayal, and where nothing is safe from outrage. This isn't about Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. It's not about race, rivalry, or references. It's about leadership, or more accurately, the absence of it. Every time Engelbert caves to viral fiction, she sends a message to fans. You're not welcome here. And every statement about a fake offense becomes a real insult to people who just want to enjoy basketball. The WNBA finally had momentum, real electric, once-in-a-generation growth. And Engelbert is squandering it, trying to appease Twitter mobs that don't even buy tickets.
It is a balance, but she's a generational talent. No league's ever about one player, but in this case, Caitlin brought tens of millions of new viewers into the W, and there's no denying that impact.
Wow. Wow, y'all heard what she said? She said Caitlin Clark bought tens of millions of views. There's no denying that impact. You're lying, because you did not have that energy last year, Cathy. You did not say that last year on CBS.
Now there are whispers that the WNBA might pull the All-Star game from Indianapolis. A punishment for what? Exactly? A lie. A laugh track. That kind of decision doesn't just cost goodwill. It ends careers. And yet Engelbert seems poised to go through with it. Here's the brutal truth. The league is standing at the edge of a cliff. One path leads to growth, legitimacy, and long overdue independence. The other leads straight back to We've reached out to all involved parties in an effort to handle this matter privately. A diplomatic gesture in an increasingly irrational climate. But make no mistake, Cathy Engelbert is walking off that cliff, and she's doing it with her eyes wide open.
Right here, Angel Reese cries about racism that never happened, then goes on and reposts openly racist TikToks. This is why the WNBA is a joke and not only allows but encourages racism against white people. Well, it takes a step further here.
So what's Adam Silver really thinking? He sees a commissioner chasing fairy tales while Rome burns. He sees a league pushing away the very fans who could save it. He sees real money sponsorships, media deals, long-term growth on the verge of vanishing. The clock is ticking. If Cathy Engelbert keeps treating growth like a threat, if she keeps choosing Twitter mobs over real markets, if she keeps gaslighting loyal fans as villains, then that conversation is inevitable. Cathy, we need to talk about the league's direction. And that's the polite version. The WNBA deserves better. Caitlin Clark deserves better. The fans, the ones filling arenas and carrying viewership records, deserve better. And if Engelbert can't deliver that, maybe it's time someone else did. Hit that like button if you think it's time for new leadership. Subscribe for the truth no one else is willing to say. And stay tuned, because this story, it's far from over.